Hi, my name is Praneeth and welcome to my channel Everyday Space. In today's video, we're going to talk about how NASA launched a satellite to the International Space Station to help agriculture down on Earth. So let's get started. The mission that we're going to be talking about today is going to be called Ecostress. Ecostress is the main purpose, like I said before, is to help agricultural farmers with their crops. Before launching my own explanation of what Ecostress is and how it will benefit other things other than agriculture, let's first see what scientists at NASA and JPL are talking about this particular project.
Spaceborne Thermal Radiometer Experiment on Space Station.
It focuses on how much water plants use all over the planet and how much water plants need, and if there's stress, water stress or heat stress that plants are facing.
We can measure the surface temperature of the Earth within a few tenths of a degree, and then we can use that information to look at objects on the surface of the Earth, and in this particular case we're interested in looking at plants.
Plants, as they start to suffer from heat or water stress, they begin to heat up in a similar way to a human with a fever. We can pick up that stress before the plant is visibly affected. So there's this window where water resource management and agricultural users can actually allocate more water before they die, before the damage is irreparable.
So now let's talk about the main way, in my opinion, how Ecostress will help agriculture and how it does. So basically the main way that Ecostress can help agriculture is if that soil temperature gets very warm and very hot, then Ecostress can predict and tell the farmers that the crops are not getting enough water because the soil temperature is too hot. And if the soil temperature is too low, then the scientists can say that the farmers are giving too much water to the crops because the soil temperature is so low. This will help a lot for the farmers because they can now help the crops before they die out and are irreplaceable. And they can also not waste too much water on the crops which are already getting enough. Now this is the main way that it can help agricultural farmers save water and save crops. But there are also other uses of Ecostress. Another use of Ecostress is volcanoes. Volcanoes eruptions can be not very predictable and very sudden and deadly. So Ecostress can also help predict volcanoes. How? The main reason it can help predict volcanoes is that Ecostress is a thermal imaging, and volcanoes tend to heat up the land beside them before they're going to erupt with steam or lava. If Ecostress senses a sudden heat flux next to a volcano, they can then see why it's so sudden, and then they will then cross-reference it with GPS satellites to see that there's a volcano there and that they should evacuate the people quickly before the volcano erupts. Now there's also another reason. Ecostress can help sense pollution because around cities. Because that we're releasing too much pollution into the air, therefore heating up the environment. It can then sense that the cities are getting hotter and hotter and the land around the cities are also getting hot. We can now see that the cities are damaging the environment around us because the crops are also getting too hot because of the pollution. This will also help us being more conservative about our pollution use. So I hope in the next few years, all of these will then be more predictable. Volcanoes, we will use less pollution, and agricultural farmers will be able to connect their sprinkler systems or their watering systems to the satellites to get live feedback of if they're getting enough water or not. So thanks for watching, and if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe and like.